Oh my god. I'm good. I got news. Incredible.
Okay, buddy.
This poor boy.
Hester's butt.
All right.
He
Well,
just like
I think it means it's about time to start the episode. So,
what?
hi, hello, hi. My name is Claire. Welcome to Brindlewood May in August. This is Brindlewood Bay, Who Killed the Radio Star, which is an original mystery written by our very own storyteller, our very own keeper, Danny Nat 20. This is part 4. Thank you, Danny. This is part 4 of that mystery. You can find the other 3 parts on YouTube or highlighted on Twitch. But Danny is here to give us a lovely recap so that if you're like the players and have forgotten what's going on, we can all remember together, or you'll just get caught up to speed here. So Danny, take it away.
First, a poll from for our players. Do we want a recap to the recap, or do we want just the recap? How much do we remember from last time?
What?
I would say I think it's the latter.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
last time in Brindlewood Bay, our mavens got serious about the treasure hunt, or at least that's what it would seem to most. In reality, the mavens were checking the hunt locations for clues to the murder of Dale the Domino Winthrop, the replacement DJ for the local radio station WZZT The Wave. At the beginning of last episode, Jerry found a secret passage behind the giant driftwood dragon sculpture that led to a room with a desk, several steel doors, and a door slam that indicated that someone left there in a hurry. Following the mystery person, the Mavens came across a room with empty crates used for fish, as well as a ripped suit coat that seemed familiar. Continuing on, they found that the tunnel came out to the mining exhibit in the next clue location, the Brindlewood Bay Historical Society. After searching for clues there for a bit, the Mavens went to the next location, the Anchor Bar and Grill, where while leaning over the balcony, they found a love letter to one Night Sparks, the nighttime radio host for the radio station, and the person who found the body. But finally, they arrived at the last treasure hunt location, the replica whaler for the Brindlewood Bay tours. And there they ran into Iris Gavigan, a similarly aged woman and captain of this ship. She's the kind of person that probably would be in the book club, but she's busy. She's not much of a reader, but she could be one of your friends on the side. While Molly distracted her, Iris that is, her and while Molly distracted her, Sai scooped a briefcase up out of the ocean. Jerry went below deck, and June had an accident on the bridge. With a critical failure, June tripped, turning the wheel to the ship and hitting the gas at the same time, causing the ship to start moving forward. You remember that? And that's where we left off. So
Yeah.
As everybody is on the deck here, the ship starts to lurch forward, turning sideways quickly, unexpectedly. I'm gonna need June doesn't have to do this, but I'm gonna need everybody else to make me a night move, a vitality roll.
Vitality. Oh no.
Is this still 2d6?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there? There's nothing that my medical bag could help me with here, right? It would be more after the failure.
Yeah, it might be after the failure.
All right. Well, let's call this a hot 5 then.
It got me a 9.
Okay.
All right.
A 10.
10.
Dang.
Sai was luckily already holding on to the railing when the ship moved, so it did. So she was pretty good. She was pretty sturdy. I'm actually imagining Jerry, who was below decks with like one of the sailors, like falls into the sailor's arms,
Ooh.
the 10, and just like very gracefully, easily lifted, by the sailor. Um, Unfortunately, the ship starts to move, and Molly is saying they're talking to Iris. Iris immediately moves towards the ship and doesn't realize that, moves towards the bridge, doesn't realize that Molly is taken off guard, and you do take, with a 5, you take a tumble. Uh, the sudden lurch forward was a surprise for you. Um, I think while you don't break anything with a 5, you are a bit bruised. Gonna have a bit of a bruised condition going forward. Um, as it lurches and you fall down, chaos ensues. But I'm gonna jump to June on the bridge.
Am I laying there like spread eagle?
Sure.
I was gonna say, are
That's up to
you?
you.
I think that's kind of on you.
Depends
No.
on what
I
you
haven't-
do.
You tumbled. Yeah, you kind of tripped and tumbled forward. You did technically catch yourself on the wheel and the the gas, um, but you did push them forward, and the ship is starting to turn left. Luckily, the dock is on the right, so you're turning away from the dock, um, but still. But yeah, what does June do? Do you run away? Do you try to fix it? Do you just
I
cry?
jump up
Okay.
and I try to get the wheel of the ship, and I'm going to start to turn it farther left away from the dock, but then I realize we're still tied to the dock.
Yeah, we are.
So I have to try to crank it back because I'm seeing the ropes getting tighter and tighter, and we're going to pull the dock out of the, I don't know what's the dock
Yeah,
attached
out of
to.
the harbor, out of the
Land.
shore. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have you give me a. Well, you could do either you can either do vitality for how you like jumping up and reacting quickly, or you could do wow, I forgot the names of all this. I don't have a character
Can
sheet
I do
open. What?
composure for getting it back together quickly?
Sure. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I can do that. I could see that.
Okay, my composure, I jump right into the situation and try to. Oh, okay. So a 5,
From
a
spread
1, and a
eagle
5
to
to composure. So a 7.
7. Okay. Yes, you do jump up quickly. I think one rope does like snap taut. But I will say with a 7 is a success with complications. You jump up, do exactly what you wanted to with the wheel. Turn the gas off, bring yourself back to shore. The ship does like lurch a bit forward. They're gonna have to kind of pull it back into place. But everyone with the 7, the complication, everybody on deck looks up at the bridge and sees you standing there behind the steering wheel.
And they're very worried.
Yeah, worried is a nice way to describe the faces that they're having. You see the captain is starting to like move your direction. Um, is there yeah, as that happens, Molly, one of the sailors does quickly come and help you get back up, up off your feet. Just this like younger man, just like he's very wiry, sinewed, if you will. As he picks you up pretty well, but he's a skinny guy. It's just like, are you okay? Is there anything?
I'm the boat just turned. I don't.
Yeah, I think that was your friend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with insurance, I
Just
think.
a little. Do you have an ice pack? I'm just a little. Got a bump on the
Yeah.
noggin.
Yeah. Okay, and then that's when, at that point in the conversation, when the ship comes to a halt again.
Oh,
Um, and because yeah, I can grab you a ice pack. Give me a second. And he runs off to get you an ice pack.
I rush off to find my friends.
You're all kind of spread out all over the ship.
Well, I'm
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 trying
heading
to
toward
hide in
June
the.
since she's so visible.
Yeah, but I'm trying to hide down so they don't know I did it.
Oh, whose hands are there?
It's giving object permanence. It's giving if I shut my own eyes, no one will know I'm here.
That's right.
Who did
uh,
that?
Jerry and Sai, what are you doing once you feel the boat just lurch for a couple of seconds?
Um, I think Jerry, I guess, like pushes up from, the cute boy toy she fell into and it's like, sorry, hon, I gotta go investigate and comes back up to see what's going on and find friends.
This is
Because
too
she
the
just
guy that
knows it's one
you.
of us.
This is the guy too that you like charmed to convince. He was like, "You're not supposed to be down here," and you were like, "No, I am," and he believed you.
Yay! Okay. We'll
So
continue this conversation later, sugar.
he's a bit
Sugar.
endeared by his sugar.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
he's a bit endeared. And then okay, Molly, as you're rushing off towards June, you see Jerry come up from below deck, and as she meets up with you. But Sai, what are you up to? Just hanging out? You got this suitcase?
I have this suitcase?
Mhm.
I have a suitcase?
Yeah, you got a suitcase out of the water. That's why you were on the front of the boat. That's why I said in the
Oh,
in
see,
the
I
recap.
thought we were switching. I thought I was with the cute, not cute man, and I thought somebody else had a suitcase, and that's clearly like what I would envision if I was in a boat anyway. So I have to say, I was like, okay, suitcase in tow, and I'm just gonna act like I'm looking for my quarters when I'm really actually gonna go check out whose hands are on the steering wheel of the boat.
So Sai catches up to Jerry and Molly when they run into each other, and the three of you can continue up after the captain, Iris Gavigan, who's moving quite a bit quicker than most of you. She is like low key. As I said, she's a tight grandma. As I described her, she is fast and strong. But yeah, as June, you want to give me another composure roll?
Well, I think really I helped out the whole scenario because Side was able to grab the suitcase because of my lurch out and back, right? So
I mean, yeah.
I kind of helped, and
That's
nobody
right.
got off the ship. Okay, I got 6.
6. When Iris Gavigan comes into the cabin,
Oh boy,
a 6 is a bit. A 6 is just a fail.
it is.
Forgot how brutal this game was. You
Yeah.
You got
7,
So am I
7
going to
and
get
9 is a
yelled
bunch.
at?
6.
I'm not. I don't know if I even need to narrate what you think her face looks like as she comes up into the brig. Not the brig. That's where you're going. No, the
Hey!
bridge.
Not there yet.
She just looks at you and she's like, June, what the hell?
Can I just pretend I'm not here? It was a total accident, but I don't know what happened.
She just kind of like face palms. She's like,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
But I should tell her thank you for asking because I'm not hurt. And then she really boils over.
I think she just says, good for you. Let's see how the ship is doing. And you three see Iris go back down the stairs, and as you're going to meet June in the cabin, she goes, "And get out of the off the bridge."
Is this
I
not
better
where
leave
our
now.
rooms are?
She just looks at you so confused at the room statement and just walks away on this tour boat.
I feel
Sorry,
like
we're
I've
not on a
accomplished
cruise
my
yet.
mission. This is the cruise.
No, that's a different episode.
That's next week.
We'll do a cruise later. Right now we're just on a tour. Think Gilligan's Island.
3-hour tour.
Anything could be a cruise if you just imagine it that way. How are we gonna get off this boat? Like, what just happened?
That's what we got to figure out, because they really don't want us on this boat. They're going to put me in the dinghy and drag me off the back end.
Oh, what's the off the back end?
The dinghy. You know what the dinghy is, like the little lifeboat thing.
Lifeboat.
The thingy? Oh, okay.
The dinghy.
Well, that's not as much fun as it sounded.
A dinghy, not a dinger.
Oh.
What's a dinger?
A little
dinger is-
dinger.
A dinger is a
Never mind.
penis.
Oh, I see. Jerry clutches her past me.
I'm here. They're little dingers.
Oh my god. Okay. We weren't all ready for that. That sounds like a lot of fun. But like, are we getting off on the? I almost said dinger. Are we getting off?
Well, Si, you usually are.
Well, yes, but not in this case. Again, cruise versus tour. That's all I'm saying. And so, how are we getting off this thing? Is it off the dinghy? Am I taking this with me?
What is
You now
that?
see that Sai has
Her
a suitcase.
It's not her. Is it? It's not her suitcase.
She found that suitcase.
Yes.
Yeah, it is not mine.
June
But
can
I
see
did
you from
find
the
it.
bridge.
Sai, do you even know what's in that thing?
We come together.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you're all at the top of the stairs right outside of the bridge.
Where? Yeah,
We
where
can all
are
find out.
people? Because I think we should go somewhere there are fewer people.
There's not
and
a
get
lot of
away
people
from
around
the
here.
bridge.
Okay, great.
Note that are we getting kicked off the boat? And I'm
Just
asking
the
that
bridge.
to the group. Like,
Just the bridge.
just the bridge.
They
We're
can't
still
kick us
allowed
off
on
the boat until the tour is over.
So
Okay.
let's, as a group, go aft. And that's to the back of the boat.
Everyone
Yeah.
stares blankly at June.
I just,
The boat's
I had
aft.
no idea you were so nautically inclined.
Because the cruises I've been on, we're going aft.
What's in the suitcase? Let's go aft and look in the suitcase.
I must aft. An afterbound.
go.
Afterward.
As you go aftward, you find just kind of like a for lack of a better word, like patio in the back. It's
Okay.
just kind of like a balcony situation.
Okay.
And you open up the suitcase. While the suitcase isn't, you're looking around, you don't immediately see anything in it. It is very familiar.
Okay.
This suitcase, I'd say probably to everybody but Sai. It's familiar.
Sweet.
It is is exactly the same as a suitcase at the end of the last mystery you dug up out of the ground. That was an empty suitcase there as well. That you didn't find out what that was about.
But this
but
one
it is-
isn't
yeah.
empty. Is it
This
empty?
one is empty. It's for at your first look, it is definitely empty.
I would.
If you want to investigate, you can do a metal check for me.
I would like to do that, and I want to make a pitch to be allowed to use my medical bag for advantage, specifically because I want to get out like the little scalpel or the little bandage scissors and cut
Good
the
idea.
lining of the bag and see if there's anything under like the lining of the bag.
I am going to give you an extra +1 to that for the bag, not like anything,
Fine.
because you're just using a scissors.
Okay, I'm just saying that the medical bag is supposed to give me advantage on stuff, and I keep forgetting.
Medical things.
Like having a it's an 8. What kind of roll is this?
And it's a meddling roll. You can
Do
decide what pitch to me what stat you're going to use.
Well, I'd like to use composure to not be obnoxious on the boat while we are doing this.
I'll let you do composure just for the idea of that you were all trying to hide while you did this.
Yeah.
It's more of a trying to be quiet about the thing rather than
Yeah.
rip it daintily or
Yeah, I'm not trying to like be careful about the thing, but I'm trying to be careful about the way we look in this space. And that is a 10 then. It's a dirty 10. Obviously.
Great.
But
a 10. You find you do find something in the lining of this suitcase. You find a CD.
So wait, do we already have a flash drive?
You do.
So now we got a flash drive and a CD.
Yes.
So we need to get to a computer?
or a CD
or I mean,
player.
if it's a CD,
We have a car,
if it's
right?
music, you have a car.
We're
Yeah.
so close to an early 2000s technology set.
But we're on a ship. We're
Go one more place and find an A track.
Yeah, I don't think there would be
You
anywhere
could- I
on
mean,
the
you can-
ship that isn't already like that isn't back on the bridge. Is there a CD player
Yeah.
somewhere where we're allowed to go?
You think the best place to listen to this would probably be the car.
Great. Great. How much is left of this tour?
You never really left the dock, so because you were still attached when June moved the ship, so it's not like the ship has left anywhere. You're only on a ship for about 3 minutes before the everything happens.
Well,
so.
maybe we should go.
I feel like that's a record.
Get off because maybe they're questioning the structural capability of lasting the dock after I pulled it out.
You do see that one of the first things they're doing is trying to put the drawbridge back. You see that somebody had to like jump off the boat to go get it out of the water.
Oh.
Wait. We got a CD already.
The gangplank, I guess, not drawbridge.
And we got a flash drive.
No, we also got a CD because our clues, just for clue roundup, we found that note, the help note, in the equipment room. We found that there were shelves that were empty, so someone had stolen that stuff. We found a flash drive that had the photos of the fish shipping to the studio in the middle of the night. We found a set of building keys from the inside of the blue-gray reversible suit coat that likely belonged to Phil Gatz, the executive. We found another a CD that is not labeled at all. We found an anchor Polaroid and an empty suitcase. And a love letter to Night Sparks.
So many clues.
Did we find another... Are you telling me we found another empty suitcase with another blank CD inside of it?
No, it's the same one. We did go over that last time. We just
Great.
refound
a single suitcase, but
single suitcase,
but 2 CDs now.
But
total.
2 CDs.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that. I needed to go through them all.
CDs in different locations. Yep.
Okay, so this is the second CD. I think we go. I think we make our leave. We've already been disruptive enough.
I think so.
Says who? But I mean, I'm with you.
Iris said so.
Iris made it clear we can be the first ones off the ship.
It is her
That's
boat.
Iris's job, but like for everyone else, just like.
But isn't it nice when we respect people's jobs?
As the gangplank gets put back up, And you all kind of start making your way towards the only exit. You are very visible in this moment. And Iris does stop you before you leave. And she
Oh
goes,
no.
all right, the four of you are in big trouble. What are you doing after this?
Winning a scavenger hunt.
What about after that?
Drinking.
Brunch? Lunch?
Right answer.
Drinking.
Oh,
You four owe me drinks tonight. I'm calling on it later.
We just made a new friend.
Of course.
So she says, "Yeah, I'm drinking tonight for free, just for the headache you put me through. Now get off my
June's
ship."
paying.
Oh yeah.
Am I rather wealthy that I have no problem with that?
Well, you turned the boat, so
I guess I can pay.
you can get the first round.
Yeah, first round.
All right, now get off my ship, and I'll see you all later. I'll text you.
Okay, but I'm bringing that book for you to borrow. Whether or not you're going to read it, I'm going to give it to you.
All right, it's just going to sit next to all the other books I have.
I just think
But,
she would really like.
What book are you trying to give her?
Well, I'm trying to get her in the book club.
Oh,
I think everyone should realize that Robin Masterson is a master of her craft.
Listen, book club, not book pushers. I'm all for it though, but just saying, book club. Club.
Yeah, but if I've read the book, I can give it to someone. That's allowed.
outside of the club.
And the club, we all failed.
Oh.
Well, the fam files into the car as you go to head back to. Now that you've been to all the locations, the only place left to go is back to the scene of the crime. Is there any on the way back? Is this a good? Do you think this is a good time for you to start to theorize? You just please listen to the CDs.
Both, yeah.
Yep.
You put one CD in. It is like a music CD. As it goes, or like vocals or something. As it goes, though, you just hear like the sound of like. It's almost like it's a skipping record, like someone recorded a record skipping of just like static. And you listen to it for a while. You skip through. There's only one track that lasts for like 4 hours on the CD. And
I literally am gonna ask aloud. That's not how CDs work, right? Like, is this broken?
Yeah, this seems off.
You got to put the second
Be
CD
Morse
in.
code.
Is that one the one that was in the suitcase or the other one?
The second one is the one in the suitcase.
Okay,
First
great.
one is the other one you found earlier. Put that one in, and I would love it if you all would give me a. It's a meddling roll. I'm gonna have it be a. What is I didn't open a character sheet and I can't remember what's the brains one for this.
Reason.
It's not brain. Reason. Yes, that's what it's called. I would love a reason roll from everybody.
I got
9.
a 7.
I got a 7 too, Kanish.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I forgot to add. Oh, good. I forgot
don't
to add
forget
this
to add your reason.
modifier. I got a 3.
I got the same as Jerry. I got a 7.
9.
Oh.
I'm reasonable.
As you listen to the second CD, you find that this one seems to be feels like it's blank. You listen to it for a while. It's like a blank recording again, like this other one. And and you listen to it for a while, you skip ahead, you fast forward. At the very end of the CD, there's a little bit of a sound. So you back it up, listen to it again. Um, and it just says, it's just a woman's voice that you don't recognize that says, this is not the right disc. Play disc one. Um,
What?
and with a 9, only way you could have got this is with a 9. It's kind of not the way the game works, but a 9 or higher is the only way you could have got this. 7, 8 would not have counted. Molly, you realize when you were fast forwarding this track that it's like, okay, fast forward, and when the spoken part goes, it makes a sound, and part of it almost sounds like a skip in a track again when it's going fast forward. So you think about the last track, last CD, and you've fast forward, rewind. Still doesn't make much sense. But on something not on this car, but something you realize is that maybe that other track is just sped up. And if you were to slow it down, you might be able to understand what is said on it. Second CD is a clue for the first CD.
I don't know that there is anything in the car that we have that could like slow it down effectively. So I fear that this is a. Does this feel? Because to Molly, some of this feels a little bit like, okay, this actually has nothing to do with the murder, and this has everything to do with whatever's been going on in the woods and like whatever's been, like the
Yeah.
larger thing. Does that feel accurate?
I mean, just out of in game, it's quite often that not all of your clues will help you solve the murder.
Right.
The more you can get to help you solve it, the better. But yes, not all things are immediately helpful.
No, I guess.
I mean, if you wanted to try to slow this down and listen to it, you could probably swing by one of your homes on the way back to the radio station to listen to it. There is a chance though that if you do that, by the time you'll get there, the people might have left the radio station by then.
No, I think in the interest of being clear with the meta, I was mostly like, can you confirm that Molly's sense that this is a void related issue is correct? And it seems like yes.
Absolutely.
Great. Okay. Then yeah, we will speed to the radio station still and continue knowing that at the end of the night, perhaps before drinks, I have the intention to slow down that piece.
Yeah. As you drive, I think now would be a great time to theorize. The way theorizing works in this game in Brindlewood Bay is you talk amongst yourselves, I believe in the rules it says have a lively discussion about who you think is the murderer. Is it, somebody obvious? Are they a red herring? Is it is it like somebody random? Is it, your favorite sheriff? Who knows? But the more of the clues that you found that you can use, the more likely your answer is to be correct. When you can tell me in a concise statement how each of the clues supports your theory, I will count those towards your roll, and you just need to you roll 2d12, and you have to roll under the amount of clues that you use successfully. So, as I said earlier, this is a challenge rating 7 mystery. That just means that there are about 7 suspects, and I'm going to list these people for you. There is Maddie Cosmopolis, aka Night Sparks, who's the one who found the body. There is, and it feels like not likely person is Bert Boxer, the groundskeeper from the high school, who is also one of the competing teams. There is Phil Gatz, the producer, the man who runs most of the entertainment in Brindlewood Bay, and whose jacket you think you found. There is Sheriff Greg. There is his deputy, Jill Bailey. There is Phil's assistant, Tina Cascanuga. And then lastly, also very unlikely, you have Iris Gavigan, who you just met, who wants to go to drinks with you later. It's technically on my list of suspects.
The thing that I feel like I'm still trying to figure out,
or a secret other person that I haven't realized is a suspect.
Dale the
I don't
Domino.
think Iris can be at all.
Yeah, I
Who's
don't
Dale
think
the
it's Iris.
Domino?
Dale the Domino
that
is the
Robin
replacement for
Daisy.
Jack Kroon.
Yeah.
Not as popular, doesn't make as many appearances as Jack. Who's dead? Is that him?
That's the guy who's dead.
That's the guy who's dead. Okay.
He's the dead
He
guy.
was strangled.
Okay, so somebody killed
With the
Dale.
mic cable. I will say you can actually probably add the mic cable that killed him to your list of clues.
Fair.
Okay.
I'm of two minds about this.
Okay.
Does anybody else have stuff they want to throw out there first, or do you want me to start?
No, throw it out. Yeah, go ahead.
The way I see it, I feel like it could be I just don't want to believe it's Maddie, so we're gonna set that off to the side for now.
Oh, okay.
I just don't think it was her. I think she's got a lot going on, and I don't know. I don't think it's her. I think it's either
That don't trust the sheriff, right?
that was the note that we found.
Okay, so okay.
But
Yeah, the
there's
note was
something
like,
with
"Don't
the
trust the sheriff."
shipments that are coming and going, which makes me question Phil. And then
Yes.
just because in case it's in my book, it's Phil or Tina. It's either Tina trying to keep Phil's hands clean if she feels a sense of
This
loyalty
is what
to
I
him.
thought.
Yeah.
I was like, it's Phil, but through like someone else's proxy.
So I'm trying to
Because
decide.
Tina's his assistant, so they could be in on it together.
They could be in on it together, and yeah, because the way that I'm trying to figure out the note situation, but it seems like because like empty shelves, flash drive, building keys, all of that seems very Gats coded to me. The love letter. Who was the love letter from?
It did not say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was not signed.
Oh, I don't know why I thought in my head it was from Night Sparks. What's her face?
It was for her.
It was for her.
Yeah.
But it wasn't signed. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Phil?
It was to Maddie? Night Sparks.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you remind me, Danny, what that said? Or the gist of it? Was it like a secret admirer confession, or was it like an affair is happening?
Yes. It was like a secret admirer confession.
Okay. Okay. I wonder. This is a little out there, but go with me. I wonder if Tina, motivated both by a crush on Night Sparks and a desire to overperform in her work, stumbled upon Dale starting to put together evidence, and whether or not she even understood what that evidence was, perhaps she was already motivated to take him out because of her feelings for Maddie.
Because Maddie we all assumed that Maddie would have been the new morning host, but they
Yes.
didn't give her the morning spot. They let her
Right.
continue to be the night host.
Yes. But she honestly seems kind of okay with that. I don't think Maddie had anything to do with that. I don't think Maddie put Tina up to this or anything. I think it's more of just the love letter being a little.
Yes, I was just reminding that
Yeah,
was a thing that.
Yeah, and I wonder. It's the don't trust the sheriff thing, but also many people don't trust the police. So I struggle.
Could be a fluke.
Yeah.
Well, and I will say, Cy did overhear Phil Gatz asking Greg if he had gotten rid of all of the things
Yeah.
Oh, and Phil asked
At the
that?
very beginning, yeah.
at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Did we ever get
When I was
Greg
sneaking
pinned
around.
down?
You did not find Greg along the route.
I think this stinks like Phil. I don't know if
Tina
he's.
was in on it or no?
I don't know if Tina was in on it or if Tina was blackmailed or if Tina was gonna do it anyway, but I don't know. The
But
planning
couldn't
part
Phil
of this.
just be an innocent businessman?
Yeah, but remember he was kind
Fish
of a
at
jerk.
midnight?
My question is like, do we think necessarily that it's the same killer from the football game or a different, like, I'm trying to understand like what we think of that connection and if it would lead us one way or the other.
Oh. Oh no. I hadn't considered that. I was sort of hoping that wasn't true.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to lead us astray.
It's
Well,
possible, but
I
also
mean-
remember that like Phil could be doing someone else's dirty work that might also be like tied into the past mystery that Cy was not present for.
Yeah, I mean, Phil could also have wanted Jack dead. Basically, Phil could want anyone dead who isn't down with the cause of laundering whatever they're laundering through the station. And so if Jack Croon was like, if he, beloved staple of the community, Jack Croon, I don't think he would allow for the community radio station to become something so illicit. I wonder if he found out about something and got himself killed. And then, because Maddie is unfortunately the perfect fall girl for this. And I don't think she has it in her. I think she's a good girl.
Or this soft spot for Maddie is blinding your judgment.
Well, I don't see you offering
Whoa.
any theories.
Well,
I
Bert
have none.
Foster was the custodian in the first one, and he was still the groundskeeper for the radio station then, right? So he worked at the school and the radio station?
Well, on a competing team for the contest. He doesn't work at the radio station. He just works at the school.
Okay.
But he was an ex-friend of Jack Croon.
He was.
But I don't know why he would want to kill Dale.
Who did we accuse last time? Sorry, I'm asking all these questions about last time, but now I'm like, wait, what if we
It was
accuse the same person again?
You accused Croon's ex, but it wasn't her.
Joan Flair, and we were wrong.
J'accuse.
Okay, just say it. I was wrong.
No,
No.
we were
Oh,
wrong.
all of us.
I
You
just
got it.
feel like
We decided that together.
we're only getting part of a bigger story, and I think it could be that it could be somebody is just like off as like the groundskeeper who really just went like missing in action for like so much of this. But if we're really just trying to get at like this piece right here, like who's that like branch of that, you know what I mean? Like bigger picture. Phil has to be involved.
Yes, because they say follow the money. So who would be making the money? Phil.
Yeah. I think Phil is at the helm of this, and whether he's going to use Tina or Maddie as fall people, I think if there's a way we could maybe, we could. I think we're going with Phil.
I think we're going with Phil. We're following the
I
money.
think we're going with Phil.
Wait,
I think we did it
before we
alone.
lock it in, Danny, can I
Mhm.
have a belated void clue dream from my Del Cooper Haven moon?
I think you got because you got that other one. I think it's you have to sleep again to have another dream.
Oh, okay. I thought it was possession. Okay, I
I
tried
think it's
so
per
Give me a
hard.
mystery
vision.
technically. I believe it's per mystery, but we can look again. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and you can correct me. But
God, Jerry, I just love your new hairdo. I just think it's so cute.
Thank you. Thank
It
you so
really is.
much. It's so cute.
She's a big highlights fan. Big
Have
highlight
to
fan.
I do.
have
I love.
have to accessorize, like have to make it all go with the Pastrina. Have to give a certain vibe.
Oh, that's right.
It's all about the pashmina.
She did.
Okay.
All right. So, if you're gonna go for Phil, now you have to argue for all of the how the clues point to Phil.
So
Well, he
Phil
has the keys.
Phil is laundering something. We're not certain. Fish, in theory, through the station. He is doing some sort of business deal with the sheriff, which I will be following up with Gregory because we will be talking with Jill about this and not Gregory because I'm thinking he got mixed up in something bad. But so the note, this is the only way I could get it out. Meet me in utilities, don't trust the sheriff. That feels like it's not in Phil's handwriting, and it is in the station, and it feels like it's literally addressing the laundering scheme that's going on. So that feels tied to Phil. The empty shelves, the flash drive, and in theory, the CDs, I would think, all lead to the idea that Dale was collecting evidence of some sort, specifically about this laundering scheme. So that would be my guess there. I'm not sure. I don't remember the exact details about the anchor Polaroid. So I don't know if I can. Does anybody have anything they want to say about the anchor Polaroid that makes it Phil? Otherwise, I think whether or not even that love letter is real, the leaving it out in the world and like having it in the wind keeps Maddie as a viable suspect. And then the jacket is obvious. Like the jacket is like, yeah.
For Phil.
Yeah.
I feel like if we lean into the idea that Tina is did the dirty work as proxy, maybe she took the Polaroid as like confirmation for Phil that she like took care of some evidence or some, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, if there's an anchor ocean, that makes me think like, oh, maybe we're sinking something, we're like we're trying to dispose of something,
and maybe also if
know.
Tina did have the crush on her, then like Tina going, maybe she was like thinking about turning against Phil but didn't, and then they fought, and then she killed her with the mic cable because it was there, knowing that like it was what she was supposed to do, but she wasn't sure if she wanted to do it or not, and then her and
I don't think that's out of the question.
Dale got into a confrontation about it, and then she, he probably said something mean to her about Maddie, and then she finished the job.
Snaps.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that says there can't be two murderers. Also,
do you think Tina wrote the note to Maddie? That's what you're going with.
Okay. We're sort of on that train.
I can believe that.
I think I did say it was very nice handwriting.
Which tracks for a girly with a clipboard. It's just such a shame because I don't, it seems like Tina got mixed up in some bad stuff too. I'm just not certain how much of this is Phil blackmailing or Phil doing his own dirty work versus Tina doing it. But I think Phil is the mastermind behind this.
Okay, I will edit that. I don't think, because I'm starting to feel like Phil is not quite a mastermind, because I feel
Fair.
like he's not dumb, but like a little too like hands off on it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think like he's a mechanism and like a larger, like we still have to think about the supernatural elements of this too. So maybe he's like a mechanism for a larger, more like culty kind of underpinning that the sheriff is more deeply involved in. And then he's like thinking it's just business. And Tina gets mixed up as like she's carrying out what she needs to do and like is itching closer to the truth as well. And maybe she starts to get some threat because it's like, you love Maddie, Maddie wouldn't respect you. Like, if all of this came to light, and then, like, Tina, why are you doing this? And then, boom, she stops. Like, don't talk about Maddie. He's gone. I don't know. That's just like,
Yeah. I'm
I
on
feel
board.
like it doesn't have to be that way, but I don't know. But
I
I wanted
I think
to.
that's the theory. I think that's a great working theory.
But you don't
That
think
tracks.
Tina
I
did they
follow.
actually strangle
I
the
think Tina
actual?
strangled him.
But she's a pretty small thing, isn't she?
But not, I mean, with a mic cord.
I suppose you get behind him and you just pull.
Or he fell forward or something. Like she meant to scare him and he fell. Like, it could.
Oh.
Ooh.
Crazy things happen all the time.
Because I
Maybe
thought
Yeah.
could that have been why, like, Matt, or what's her name? Maddie, like, didn't want us to tell anyone immediately? Like, because doesn't she, like, she's, like, kind of hiding it. She was like, this is what's happening. Like, she
Yeah.
didn't.
Maybe she's
Well,
afraid
she's
for
the
Tina.
one. Don't
Yeah.
trust the sheriff, yeah.
The sheriff, yeah, I don't know.
I'm still thinking follow the money. I go with Phil.
Okay. Yeah.
I just, because he's the one who would make money off this.
What do you think, Sai?
In most state lines, they tell you follow the money.
I think, yeah, I think it's triangulated in some way. This is what I think. After all that, there's some like 3 different people involved is what I feel like is what's going on. But in terms of like who's, if we can even use that word, like masterminding something,
Hyperbolic.
like then like, yeah, like then probably, like I'll say like it could be one of those things where we flip it on its head and it is like Tina who ends up, if we like literally just counted up stones, right? In terms of like, I did this, I did that, I did this. I feel like Phil could be more of like a bystander in this equation and just kind of like still doing dirty work. But like the person who's really setting things in motion might be Tina. And then like poor Maddie Sparks is just kind of, like caught up in it by default. I feel like
Yeah.
Tina and Phil are obviously there.
Yeah, I think for the sake of like mechanics, we are going with Tina and Phil as something happened and Phil knows about it, and Tina probably was there when this man died, whether or not
I feel like it's Phil's job to know.
Yes, and whether or not Tina strangled him, premeditated, heat of the moment, or something else, some sort of freak thing happened. Our theory is Tina was in the room when this man died, and Phil knows about it.
Yeah.
And Maddie's freaking out because now it looks like honestly, it makes sense that Maddie's freaking out. It kind of looks like she has now killed 2 daytime radio hosts.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Poor Maddie.
she's going to lose her spark.
Oh.
Maddie Sparks.
As
did
the
it.
as Jude says that, you park in the parking lot of the radio station. There is as you pull up, the people are still there. Everyone who has competed in this tournament, they are just kind of like, are they waiting for you? Who knows?
Just everyone hanging out.
Um, but as you kind of get out, you can see that there is caution tape over the door to the radio station. That in some point while you were gone, someone else has discovered this and probably alerted the sheriff, and hence why you didn't see the sheriff out. Is because he probably got called back to the radio station.
Is Jill around?
As you look for Jill, you can see you don't see the sheriff right away, but you do see she's actually standing right outside the door, kind of like
deputy, right?
she's Jill Bailey's deputy, kind of dealing with the crowd, who are like people who are trying to look in and things. All the other people who competed, it looks like maybe the winners haven't actually been decided because they found the actually list as you listen to people talk. It seems that the winners haven't been decided, but the murder situation was revealed after everyone had gotten here, but before they had determined who won. And so now they're all just kind of waiting around because they're like, we want to know if we won the prize, but also what's going on with this murder. But yeah, so you see Jill Bailey there as well. But I will say, yeah, you don't see as you look around, you do see Burt Boxer's out here, as well as you do see Tina is outside. She is kind of running around. She keeps giving people bottles of water and and trying to manage the situation as best she can. But you don't see Sheriff Greg, you don't see Maddie, you don't see Phil Gatz. Possible that they're inside or somewhere else.
Do we pull interventions in this game?
Well, I'm worried they're all in there, and I'm worried about. I mean, we have to go. We have relevant information to the case, but I just wonder if Jill, can you just lock the door behind you? I feel like it might be best to have company. And she ignored me.
Yeah, I guess so. Is she too busy that she can't?
Is it me? Did you say Jill or June?
I said Jill.
Jill.
See, then that was me. I heard June. Anyways.
Oh, I was like, that's so weird. Like, why would the sheriff not help us out?
Crazy. Danny's just ignoring me.
She goes, huh?
Oh,
she
man,
goes,
I'm
huh?
losing
What?
my hearing after that boat collision.
He goes, huh? What? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you say that again?
Can you just lock the door behind you if we all head in?
She looks at you and goes, what?
I'm a little worried that Gregory has something up his sleeve, and I think it's probably best that there's more than one person inside. Jill, we have evidence. I'm gonna just show her picture on my phone of the body and be like, that just
we have evidence and
clearly implies that we already know what's going on.
Her eyes get big and she says, you can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing this.
Jill?
She just lifts the caution tape.
Thank you. Now, I will ask that you don't speak to us like that again because it was a little rude, but thank you.
Wow.
She just, like, to the crowd, what? And they're all like, what? They get to go in? Why are a bunch of little old ladies going into
Have my little bag.
Watch who you call old.
Hey, man, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
As you say that, you hear from like this group of frat bros, like, yeah, they're rad. Don't talk to them like that.
Boat bros.
Young men who I don't know.
Young men. We go in.
Uh, and you walk in. You see standing around the body, Sheriff Greg, Phil Gatz, and Phil Gatz. You see kind of sitting where you left her ish, is Maddie. Um, but from the look on her face, it's she's been told to stay here now by someone else other than you.
Yeah.
She really tried. You could, for the look she gives you when you walk in, she really tried to keep them out. Because you did ask her to do that.
That's true.
But she, yeah, she got caught.
Oh, Maddie.
And
Well-
as you walk in, Greg looks. You say, "Well," and Greg turns and goes, "No, not. I'm sorry, but you can't just walk into murder scenes. Jill, how did they get in here?"
Gregory
That's not the right
Milken,
voice,
I
but-
would advise you to consider yourself before you start lecturing us when you've been walking around throwing out evidence all day.
Ooh.
Cleared.
He looks over at Phil and he looks at you again and he goes,
I may be old, but I still have eyes, young man.
And
I
a
would
medical
say-
bag.
"Can I? What?
Are you in
That's
trouble?
What do you mean? Can you
Size,
please
size
elaborate?"
pumping up. She's like ready. She's pumping.
Are you in trouble?
Me? No.
Great.
Why would I be in
So,
trouble? What's going on? What have you found?
well, we've found that. Well, Sai, we have to tell them he is the sheriff, and Jill is here.
I'm just
And
saying.
yeah, there are like a lot of people now trying to look in more.
There are,
Jill's
like,
now
okay.
failing. No. Yeah, now that you have walked through the barricade, the rest of the people are like, why are we being stopped? And are like trying to be more aggressive about it.
I'd like to make very meaningful eye contact with Tina.
Yeah,
and-
she actually just comes in. I think she probably walks in fast. Jill is first person to come in. But yeah, and as you look at her when she walks in.
Did he ask you to do it? Or did you do it for him?
What?
Oh,
I
she's
don't-
going right to the point.
Ooh.
I don't know what you're talking about. I couldn't possibly. I've been outside all day. I don't.
Well, that is a lie. We met you indoors. So, the first of many lies, perhaps. Tina, this is the best opportunity you have. Jill, Gregory, even. Now is the opportunity to clear the air.
Phil looks at Tina and says, "Tina, regardless of if you had anything to do with this, you do not have to tell them anything."
Regardless.
You may not have to tell us anything.
But you're
But-
going to.
I
And
would
June
just-
she looks at June like a little scared of you.
I can use my school teacher voice. You will tell us. Because we're looking at you and we want a response.
We're actually just going to all stare silently at Tina until she speaks.
We're going to give her the look.
I'll wait.
Jerry raises her eyebrow.
As Tina starts to like look uncomfortable and panic, Phil steps in between you and her. And it's like, Tina has been a great assistant for many years. She would never do anything. Even if she did, and from what you're implying, you think maybe I did. What proof do you have? What evidence have you compiled?
Where's your jacket, Phil?
Otherwise,
Ooh.
you do notice that Phil is not wearing a jacket anymore at this moment.
Yeah, the ugly one.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know a lot of men with reversible jackets. Do you?
Anybody could buy a reversible jacket.
Hmm.
Where?
It just he names a brand store that I, Danny, don't know the name of. Something soup
All
brand.
right, Phil, sure, fine. You don't want to say, the keys, the suit, whatever, fine, great, all of those things. How do you explain the fish?
Huh? He plays dumb, and Greg looks at him and goes, what fish? What are you talking about?
Oh,
You're a bad
interesting.
actor, Greg.
Oh, sorry.
Amazing.
Never mind.
No, Greg, this must be the thing that you've wrapped yourself up in then. Jerry has a sixth sense for these things.
Yes.
Did you clear the shelves? The flash drive? Or was that Phil? Or Tina, actually. Probably Tina, since she's so skilled at everything she does. Is that your sister?
Hello.
Could not have thrown in a better effect.
Like, that was perfect. I'm just like, is Allie trolling us?
God.
God.
Oh, that's
If you
crazy.
take
I
the
wish.
call,
That's
she
crazy,
takes the
actually.
call. That's okay. Can't believe she took the call.
I also
No, she's so
really
cute for that.
well, okay, so earlier today she did tell me that her sister is meeting with my cousin's wife to talk about childcare for their young children for the fall. So I'm wondering
Got it.
if maybe they just had like a question about that, despite the fact that my mom has already had that discussion in detail with the cousin-in-law.
Well, do we want to take a break and then wait for her to come back, or do we want to just roll through it while she's on the phone?
No,
What are we
because
thinking?
I feel like we're coming up to the roll and she has to make the
Yeah.
roll. And she's not going to want to, but she has to.
Yeah, I feel
All
like
right, so
it's the time.
we can hang for a bit.
We can hang. God, that was so perfect. That was so perfect.
I think
I
she's trying to
couldn't-
get off the phone, which is good. Dear viewers, are you enjoying yourself? How has this been for you?
Sorry, they had my meds wrong.
Oh, I just figured it was
Oh,
Terry.
that's way different. Yeah.
All right, well, back to it.
You are accusing Greg. He goes, what fish? And you go, or something.
You're a bad actor,
and
Greg, actually, was the
That's
direct
what it was.
quote. Thank
That's
you.
what it was. A much better line.
That'll be
A
burnt
much
into
better
my
line.
heart.
Oh my gosh.
And I think as you say that too, you realize that it is the four of you against the three of them if you accuse all of them. But there is Jill Bailey outside.
Well, I do think I'm trying to walk the line of not accusing Greg of murder, but accusing Greg of being wrapped up in whatever Phil's blackmailing scheme is. I don't know that Greg knew about the murder until right now. Because the thing he threw out was the anchor Polaroid, right? Which could in theory have to do with the fish in Greg's mind. Right?
I mean, yeah, as far as you know,
Just trying to make up reasons why we're in slightly less
stuff.
danger.
Yeah, it is nighttime.
Oh no.
But Greg goes, I'm gonna need you to speak straight with me here. What are you trying to imply?
Phil is leader.
About who? Because it's pretty different.
Yeah, maybe pick one. And
well,
start
Gregory,
there.
I think you've walked yourself into a bad situation, presumably about something that I'm not certain. You maybe said something to someone, or, maybe Phil found something out about you. Either way, I don't think you have it in you to kill someone. That being said, Tina, we asked you a question. And we said we would wait for the answer.
And we're still waiting.
Period.
She's looking around nervously, looking at Phil is shaking his head. Greg's nodding his head. And I think this is the point that we make the roll. So I'm gonna need again to list out which clues you're using and exactly who you are accusing. Because I know you talked about a lot of them, but I don't know for sure which ones you think will lead you to this.
You still think Tina could actually perform the actual strangulation?
Molly, think that Tina got mixed up in a bad situation and that something happened in that room that either she felt like she needed to do that for her job or her safety or something.
Out of fear.
But I think Tina got herself in that room because of Phil. And that Tina has a crush on Maddie. I think that's just sort of also happening. But
Not to make us less certain, because I agree with that theory, but let's just entertain for a hot second. Could it have been
Yes.
flipped? Because I am like, I see what you're saying about like, could she really have the strength to strangle someone? And I feel like she could with a cord. But could it be that like Tina told Phil, like got Phil up to speed about developments, and then Phil did this?
Okay.
I mean, it's cleaner to accuse one person, certainly.
I mean, I still think they're both involved.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like,
I
I'm worried
think
about how picky, like, we'll be.
yeah, that's a good point.
I think
about.
Yeah, I like going with that idea that Phil actually did it, and what I want this moment to do then is to see, like, we are accusing Tina because we know she knows something. That being said, the actual accusation being made on a meta level for the role is Phil being the actual
Killer.
killer or ringleader or whatever of this moment. And
Ringleader, yeah.
those and the indicators for those, the red pen help note being about the crime he's committing, the equipment room existing, the empty shelves, the flash drive, the building keys in his jacket, the anchor Polaroid, all the microphone cable, all seem to be in line with something that Phil could do. So that's 6 clues in line with what Phil could do. I think we have to scrap both of the CDs because they don't really have anything to do with this murder in particular as far as clues that we can use.
Okay.
I'm curious, Danny, if you'll let us count the love letter as a clue that we're using here in this working theory that Tina actually has more care than she thought about the radio station and is now mixed up in this thing and didn't want to be involved in this and now is involved in this and that sort of a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like, that she could have been like guilt tripped or something, or I mean, it's as long as you're admitting that she's involved. I think that's a good way to be like she's involved.
Yeah, she's involved. The existence of the love letter complicating her own emotions about being involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like maybe Phil wanted to frame. Like maybe Phil was planning to frame Maddie, and Tina has second thoughts about the framing situation, and that's kind of what we're trying to
involve someone else.
That's what we're trying to lean into in this moment, is being like, no, Phil, we're not going to let you frame Maddie for this. We are, and we're looking to Tina to be like, do you actually want him to? Because if this leaves this room and we don't get a confession before we leave this room, Maddie's going down for this. You know,
and we can't let it be.
We
Maddie.
can't let it be Maddie.
No.
If we don't get a confession,
I'm accusing everyone in the room.
We're gonna roll one at a time. Somebody did it.
Just kidding.
All right.
Does that make sense?
All right.
Is that clear as mud?
Yeah, that's 7. Are there more clues?
I don't think there are more clues. I think that's all the clues.
Wait. the eyeball in the ocean that blinked. It have something to do with the anchor? Do you remember it?
Oh,
had a
like you
weird-
think this is somehow related to some of the void stuff?
Yeah.
Like if Phil is involved in this like culty situation and is trying to cover that up too, like the suitcases
Whoa.
and the CDs being gone, and like, because what are they shipping? What are they bringing? What's in the fish trucks?
I will
But that's
say,
like a
yeah,
whole other like.
the other clues that I could see that I just giving you a help, Danny could see that
Thank
you
you.
haven't put into this yet. Is you talked about Phil's jacket, but you didn't add it to your list of clues.
Oh,
Um,
I meant to.
the and also technically finding the secret tunnel was a clue.
So
as well.
the help note, the tunnel, the shelves, the flash drive, the jacket, the Polaroid, the love letter, and then if we're trying to also bake in the suitcase or the CDs or the eye blinking. So we have 7 solid unrelated to the void plus 3 questionable voids.
You're missing one. Should have 8. Because you said 7, and then I told you another one, and then so you.
I had said 7, but I had said the jacket already.
You had?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I guess I'm sorry. That's my fault.
That's right. I may have said the keys instead of the jacket, but those are the same clue.
Got it. Yes, you did say the keys.
You did
and
say
I'm
keys.
going to tell you those are. We're going to count those as 2 different clues.
Dope.
Because they're
8.
on my list as 2 different things, even though I put them together.
Great. I'll take more clues.
I think you just found them in the same scene. I think 2 different people rolled and both succeeded. And
Oh,
that's why
got
I got
it.
2 clues. So you do have 8. Let me look at my list and think if there's anything else that you haven't used.
Mom, you are going to be the one who makes the roll again.
I've been not rolling very well.
You got to redeem yourself.
For this, you want to roll under. So getting a bad roll is okay.
So what am I shooting for here? Under
8.
What if I got exactly 8?
I believe a tie goes to the players, but I'll.
Hell yeah!
I don't. I would look it up, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna decide that it does.
Well, also, if you want to throw all those void clues on there as like the +1 for all like 3 or 4 of them,
sure.
I think that
sure.
If I roll again, I get a 3.
Great. If we roll off, we win.
I did an 8, 2 4s, and then I did a 2 and a 1.
As you roll, as you look, as you're all kind of staring at Tina Cascanuga, grilling her for the as she starts to crumble under the pressure, you see she calms for a second, takes a deep breath, looks at Phil, and goes, "Sir, well, you have been a great boss, and I appreciate your everywhere you've taken me. I cannot keep this secret. Phil killed him."
Just like that? I'm
sorry. Jill.
Jill does start to go. Greg's like.
I whip around to Gregory. Gregory.
Get him.
What is going on? And you answer this right now. What have you gotten yourself mixed up into?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gregory, we followed you around all day while you dropped off mysterious evidence throughout the scavenger hunt.
He's like thinking to himself, and Tina goes, Sheriff, that bag of stuff that Phil gave you. So yeah, he asked me to grab that after he killed the guy and then he gave it to you to get rid of.
Ooh. Oh. Gregory.
As a sheriff, Wake up.
he Phil's like Phil's he's like Phil's like, this will never stand in court. As he gets like starts to get pushed out through the crowd. Greg's like, I've known Phil since we were teenagers. He used to come to Brindlewood every summer, and we would hang out for during the summertime. His family was rich; they had like 3 boats. But I mean, I just was doing the guy a favor. I mean, he's really put a lot of commerce back into this town.
Baby,
I
you're
don't
the
know.
sheriff. You really think you can afford to be doing favors?
You know
I
what they
mean,
say, skis balls for life.
am I a skis ball now?
No, Gregory, but I would
he's-
urge you to really consider who you're spending your time with.
it just, yeah, I think I need a vacation. Uh, he's like, there's not a lot that goes on here besides the occasional murder. I mean, and so it's not that busy. So I do try to help out, but I guess I can't believe I was.
Is it a
Hoodwinked.
vacation you need or a re-education? 'Cause
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, snap.
Jerry flicks her pashmina because he seems a
And
little
you
lost, babe.
and you head out the door. As you're heading out, you see Maddie Sparse gets up and goes to head out with you as well. You get a
Iris is
cheer.
Venus.
How old is Maddie?
Maddie's in her like late 20s.
All right, come on, Maddie. June's got a Bahama Mama in her purse, but we're headed to the pub.
And Iris is we got to text Iris.
Yep, Iris is meeting us there. But first, we have a quick stop to make, so we'll meet you over there, Maddie. Why don't you go get cleaned up? You look a little stressed.
What's our quick stop?
We have
You
some
know what? I
CDs
could
to
use a
listen to.
drink.
Great.
Yeah, I can meet you at the I didn't think of the name of a bar.
Brindlewood Bar.
The Twisted. I'll meet you at the Twisted Seal later.
No, we want to go to BB's, Brindlewood Bar. I like that. BB's.
I do like BBs.
I like
Okay.
BB's.
The Townie
Okay,
Bar.
we can
The
go to
Townie
BB's.
Bar is actually
I like
BB's, and the
BB's.
Twisted Seal is the
Yes, absolutely. Twisted Seal is like the party bar that the young people go to,
Yeah.
and the Townie Bar is BB's.
Yeah.
We want to BB's. I like
okay.
it.
Okay, well, we can do BB's.
June's buying
and
the first
she
round. We'll see you
off.
there in 45 minutes.
Thank
She
you,
heads
June.
off. You text
Wow.
Iris. You text Iris. She sends you a photo of herself at BB's already.
Oh,
She wasn't playing.
and you head off to hi Hank. You head off to one of your homes to listen to this CD. As you throw this, oh hi Hank, hi buddy.
He's so handsome.
He's going to BB's.
BB's. Oh, I almost fell. Oh my God. I almost fell over the dock.
The ship is moving again.
oh, Jesus.
FaceTime almost. Okay, never mind.
You you play the CD and you slow it down. As you slow it down, the static starts to echo and starts to sound more like this rhythmic kind of pulse as it slows down. And it's still a while into this track. Now the track is slower. Actually, the skipping takes forever to get to. Eventually, you do get to it, and you hear that same voice, the same woman's voice that said on the other track, "Listen to the first CD." Secondly, listen to the first one, and she says a number, and you write it down. A little later, next part where there was the skip, she says another number. Till she says several numbers in a row, and you And actually, I'm going to have everybody give me a metal roll with reason.
8.
9.
Nice.
We only got a 1 or a 6.
Oh,
I got a 7.
7. Um, takes a bit, but after you listen to it all and you go through what could these numbers mean for a little while, you think about the last mystery you had and how the last one ended. And it ended with coordinates and finding a place of a suitcase buried. These could also be coordinates to something. Definitely could be a latitude and a longitude. Um, and but what's strange about it is there's another number after that, beyond what would be a normal longitude and longitude and longitude and latitude, latitude and longitude, langaloo,
Coordinates.
yeah, coordinates. But the last number you have is confusing to you. If it was with directions, it could be maybe there if it's like there's with coordinates there's not like a z axis, but it could be maybe that, or like it could mean something else you're not
Time?
sure.
Date?
Time. It's only it's a couple. It's 3 numbers. I
Area
it's
code.
could be an area code. You're gonna have to spend some time looking that up at a later date. But for now, you've got a bar to go to. You find
Mama's waiting.
you take that down with you and head off to BB's. BB's is a small bar. It is definitely a towny bar where there is one long bar that goes along and like a couple small tables, but it's got so many seats at the bar that most people get to sit at the bar. And this, on this night early in the season, there is easily a seat for all 4 of you there, next to someone who has already claimed a spot of their own is Iris Gavigan. And you have a night of drinks, and knowing that you've solved a murder. The After you tell Iris what happens, she does propose a toast. um, she raises a glass she goes, well, while you may not be sailors, you sure are murder solvers, sure are detectives, and I can drink to that.
Thanks, Iris.
And I'll drink.
All right, everybody smile.
You say that as you turn and see Maddie walks in the door and just gets in the picture as she walks as you take it, and she offers to take it another one of all of you.
Oh, do one of those with the long arms.
She goes to do that. The bartender takes the phone from you and then takes a photo of all of you there together. And that is going to be it for this mystery as you succeed and send Phil Gatz to the Hooskow.
Yay! We got one!
Yes.
We freaking got him, you guys.
Great. I was not sure who you were gonna go for. I was like, Phil seemed like
Phil.
obviously a bad guy, but is he a
Phil.
murderer? And
Yeah.
I'm glad
Yes.
you got him.
It's a fair question.
And some more void clues along the way, as well as
Yeah.
a very interesting void dream that Jerry had that I'm sure has left you with many more questions.
Yeah. Yep.
For next time, as we're getting closer to the Eldritch part of this game.
If you enjoyed watching the Murder Mavens, I thought my mom was gonna say something. If you enjoyed watching the Murder Mavens, she's writing she's writing her toast. Here's to
your thing and my thing. Let's hope your thing is good because my thing is ready for anything. Here's to it and from it and to it again. And if you never get to it, to do it again, it's up yours.
Oh.
Wow.
Mine is to
All
lying,
right.
cheating, stealing, and drinking. If you lie, lie with a lover. If you cheat, cheat death. If you steal, steal someone's heart. And if you drink, drink with me. Cheers.
Wow.
Whoa.
I like that one.
That one is a Rejoice
Wow.
Murphy. Shout out to the composer of the Hell
Hey.
EP.
Hell
That
yeah, Joyce.
yeah.
So
So
Very good.
absolutely incredible. If you enjoyed watching the Murder Mavens, we will be back in the fall. We'll be back in the fall for another mystery. We learned summer is a rough time for us to try to make stuff happen.
Whoop.
So we will be back in the fall or winter with the next installment of Brindlewood Bay. Cause dare I say, we're kind of getting into it now. We're getting into
Zoning.
it where a mystery is afoot in the town. So yeah, does anybody have anything they would like to plug as we wrap up today?
Just my toast, which is here's to good health, to a long happy life, to many more days and warm festive nights. Here's to our lovers and to songs that we sing. But enough of that, just grab some ass and have another drink.
Whoa.
Wait, are we supposed to just have these things canned in our lives? Like, what is this?
Yeah,
I'm not going
everybody's
around
you
being
gotta
like,
have a
"This is it."
toast. Life advice.
Oh.
If you don't have a toast
Do
locked and
I?
loaded, you gotta get it. You gotta
What?
get it.